Hey y'all. Ooh. Damn. Feels kind of awkward, huh? With the silence. I wonder why I automatically felt that way when I knew I kind of needed the silence because I was going to be sharing something and I didn't want something playing in the background. Some of you, let me be really honest, all of you, because if you've been attracted to this message isn't for everybody. It's a very specific message, and it's because you've activated your highest timeline. You've activated the 777 portal frequency, and you've activated the love frequency. Guess what the love frequency is? It is the root of everything. The root of everything. So 777, right? That is luck. That is alignment. That is money, right? It's winning energy. It's lottery energy. It's also energy connected to higher consciousness, higher source, higher communication with your spirit team, right? And then we have the love frequency. That is the root of literally everything. That is the root of money. It is the root of what you desire. It is your manifestations. You have already stepped into this portal. And so when I felt that feeling of just silence, it is because you have stepped into your season where there is going to be no more fucking interference from the people who have tried to put you down. And that's exactly what this message is about. So when I felt that silence and almost like, damn, this is kind of awkward, it's because the people that I'm talking to are people who have come, who have literally experienced darkness, their dark night of the soul, the mud, the chaos. And now you're about to be in your fucking home. And I have to say that because you're moving in silence, babe. Your new home. Luxury, because it's what you deserve. Paid in full, supernatural timing, your name on it, and all you gotta do is sign the contract. You are indeed moving, baby. There is something shifted. There is something that has shifted. So you're going to enjoy peace. It almost feels awkward at first, doesn't it? But now I've settled into it so quickly. And just as quickly, you will too. Just as quickly, you will too. Quick is the word here because these moves are happening very quickly. This is not a normal message. See, I was going to start this in a different way because I knew that I was exposing not just my own ops, but yours as well. This was a reading for me and you because every single time I put a reading out, it'll loop back around for me as well. I read for me and I read for you. But I don't just do readings, I shift timelines. I don't just do readings, I shift identities. So when you come across this, know that not only have you already stepped into that, but now I'm shifting something else for you. Whether you want to give me that credit or not, I know what I do. So I felt called to do this a little bit differently and kind of share a little bit. I never really do that. I'm kind of private. I got a lot of 12th house placements, so I'm very private with what I do. But I felt very called to share. And the reason why I felt very called to share is because there's been a throat activation, a heart activation. Even before I started this, I did a throat activation and a heart activation tapping to just allow myself to feel safe, being most vulnerable and being my most divine self, right? And what was I talking about? Loop me back around or don't. Let's go where the message leads. If you notice, the way that I speak is it's a very fast tone, very, get this out, there's a lot of thoughts, air placements too. A lot of thoughts that just come through and I have to speak quickly because I get a lot of downloads. Let me introduce myself, because I feel a shift coming. Hi, I'm Cheyenne. I'm a medium. I call myself the Lighthouse Speaks because I know I'm a lighthouse. I am here to guide you. But again, as I said, I shift timelines and I shift identities. That's what I do. I am a quantum healer. I am a quantum shifter. I am the red speaker. That is what my name means, Cheyenne. It is the one who can dip in and out of worlds because she can speak multiple languages and still come and feel whole. Hi, I'm here to shift your timeline. Let's go back in. Yes, I felt called to do this in a bit different way and share a little bit about myself and what I've been doing lately, because I felt like it was significant to this message. Throat chakra activation, heart chakra activation. You are expressing yourself more. And with this shift happening, you are stepping into a timeline where you're about to live your greatest life. So if you've been someone who has always kind of looked outside of you and looked at other people enjoying their life, but still held that like celebration energy, that gratitude energy, that love energy of, you know what, I love that they get to experience this and I know that I will too, you know, and even if you've been through periods of doubt, just knowing that that is coming for you. If you have ever just wished for a life where you can just enjoy it and feel so safe and happy and fulfilled, whether that be in career, love, money, just everything as a whole, because you want it all and you are a collective that deserves it all, me included. And you are about to experience life and come into a love so divine and so sacred, and come into a life so sacred and divine, and know you are not about to stop this for yourself. You are about to allow it to come in. Let it come in. I almost feel like I want to cough now. There's about to be this expression, just this full body expression of who you truly are when you are alone, when you are dancing in your room, where you are just with yourself, this full expression, and you are feeling so safe, allowing everybody to see it. You feel safe dancing in public. You feel safe moving. You feel safe belting out that loud laugh and allowing people to feel you, and you don't feel shy or embarrassed after. You feel safe just leaping forward and making moves. You feel safe talking and just allowing whatever comes through. And oh, did I say too much? Oops, didn't care, because whatever I said was meant to come out, because I am a walking embodiment of God. You are in that moment of full body expression, and that is what is coming through right now. And so I felt called to share different parts of myself. So I have been through just a lot of experiences, relationships, whether that be friendships or, you know, just short situationships, or, you know, something that's supposed to be romantic or even sexual, you know. But each one, I have had this huge realization that if I sat there and looked at simply their first initial and then calculated the number from that, right? Because every letter is associated with a number. And then I calculate the number from that, right? I could see a pattern, right? But instead of continuing the pattern, what I chose to do was create a new one. Break it and create a new one, right? So lately, that's exactly what I decided to do. I decided to be so wild and free. Even my hair, like, let's be wild and free, okay? So it's like, I just decided to just allow myself to live. There was just this period where I was like, damn, F this. I almost closed myself off to love, y'all. Me, the walking embodiment of love. I almost closed myself off to love. I was like, damn, maybe this shit isn't for me. That's where they wanted to get me. That's where they wanted to get me. And I have to say this too, because a lot of you are experiencing things where the people, the closest people around you, don't want you to experience the highest level of life. Because if you did, damn, what would that mean about them? What would that say about them? The people who really secretly wished on your downfall this whole time, the people who really didn't want you to go get it, the people who really didn't want you to be happy and fulfilled, because then you wouldn't be pouring all of your energy into them and you would realize that they didn't deserve your energy in the first place. Damn. Oh, well. Beyonce's, what is that song? I was just singing it. Thank God you blew it. Thank God Something. Thank God I dodged the bullet. I'm so over you, baby girl, looking now. I wanted you bad. I'm so through with that. 'Cause honestly, you turned out to be the best thing I never had by Beyonce. That is the song coming through. Exactly. And they would notice that. They would see that. A lot of you are very spiritual and do readings and do cards and are just into higher learning and higher knowledge. Again, this 777 frequency. And people have called you evil for that. You have experienced family who has called you evil for that. People who just don't want you to rise because they knew that if you read those cards, you'd be reading their energy. You'd be reading their goddamn energy. So guess what? I do have the cards here to read their energy. I do. Let's read them. I also have my music that I'm going to share with you guys that I wrote in regards to this too. Oh my God, we're exposing them. Oh no. Oh well. Okay. So lately I've decided to be a little bit more free, a lot more free actually. I just booked a pole dancing class and I'm gonna go to that. And I'm going to just continue living. And I recently got a tattoo. Because why not? Oh, I was telling you guys last time, I actually don't know if I can show that. I wouldn't want to trigger anybody. But the self-harm on my arms, right? And it's still there. And one of the things that I did, indeed, and I'm, again, trigger warning, one of the things that I carved was the word stupid, right? And I'm saying this because recently my family tried to hit that as a insecurity of mine, because I used to feel very insecure about it, right? Even though I know I hold so much wisdom, so much gnosis, so much knowledge, I used to just feel stupid because I was constantly going into relationships or lessons or just karmic situations where I had to learn and grow 12-12 on the time, literally to become my highest self. And I used to feel stupid. And then I was literally listening to Pinky Up by Cat's Eye, every day now. Every day, I'm not even gonna lie to you, every day, because that song is literally up for Sagittarius, Aquarius. Like, come on, bro. That's my jam. That's my song. That's my song, bro. And one of the things that they talk about is Socrates and his quote, "The only true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing." And it was funny because I had a channeled message weeks prior to that about how that's exactly what the word means on my arm. Like, maybe it was just, you know, I am here to live a human experience. And, you know, in the really gist of things, like, do we really know anything? Do we? So I was like, damn, just change the meaning on that. And I was able to just like stop the insecurity right there, right? And they tried to throw that back in my face, like, oh, you know, I don't even remember what they said. That should be rolling off my back, especially if you do that energy work. Come on, that should be rolling off your back, because you can't make me. And that's how I know I got over it, because it's not looped around in my head. And they just tried to throw it back in my face, right? And I was like, you can't do it. You can't do that. And so some of you have experienced things where people have tried to throw that back in your space, but you've changed your space. I meant to say face, your space, because you are your environment. And that's the thing about moving, yeah. You are your environment. You are bigger than your environment. You are the blessing. You are the walking spell. People experience luck and good fortune because you exist. You are literally the environment. You are able to alchemize so much, and without you, your reality would not exist. So you got to give yourself a lot of credit there. 1434 on the time. 7, 5, 11. Wish fulfillment energy. Also 2, duality, co-creation. alignment. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I randomly just got a tattoo and just like decided to do it. It was my first tattoo. And shit was free too. It was a party that popped up and they're like, hey, free tattoos, free barber, free piercings. I was like, I don't even know really all these people in the lineup of music, to be honest with you, but free tattoo, let's go. So I literally stood in line for almost, it was like 3.5 hours. I stood in line and I was just like, I didn't give a fuck, okay? And it was so funny too, because I was like, damn, this is kind of the same pain that I inflicted on myself. And then in the middle of that, it literally felt really pleasurable and almost like a massage, and I immediately understood. I used to be like, damn, you're sick. if you like literally feel so comfortable, if you find it like so like people used to say that it just feels so, like I can't even find the words for it right now. Therapeutic. Yeah, like they say that it would feel so therapeutic. I was like, this kind of feeling like a massage. I was like, oh, it's whatever. Completely relaxed, completely enjoyed it. Just loved it. And then yeah, it was just a fun night, random conversations, just in my element always, and just learning how to be more in my element, learning how to like express myself more, you know, because I am a dancer. I love dancing. Dancing is indeed my first love and I love it. So it's like more and more learning how to just trust my body, even with my own self. Like if I had dancing videos in the past, and if you look on that, and even on my social media, Irby Vampy, if you look at that on like my social media, like even then I was very stiff, very locked, and that was at the very time where I was just coming into my body, and now I'm able to flow more. So I might give you guys some dance videos soon and just enjoy myself and show y'all, because there's something coming with that. And I'm just like learning how to like dance in public and pole dancing. I always said like I need a pole in my house. I love, you know what I said when I was like 5 years old, when my mom asked me what I wanted to be? I literally said I wanted to be a stripper. I literally said that. And even now it's like I don't want to do that for other people. I want to do that for me. Just I admire them, the strength, the endurance, the sacral chakra opening, the solar plexus opening. It's literally the alignment of all of your chakras. And it's like just the power, the empowerment, the femininity, the divineness, the sensuality, everything, the creativity, the self-expression. I love it. I love everything about that. Everything about that, like modeling, fashion, creativity, writing, all of it. I can get so passionate. I could literally jump up and scream about it, because self-expression is so important to me. And just been allowing myself to do that has been so freeing. And I think that was so important to share with you guys too. So let's go ahead and just jump into this, because that was so important. I didn't even expect to get like 8:22 on the time. 4 + 8, that's 12. That's 3 energy, which is literally communication, self-expression. That's why I said I've been getting more into numerology, because when you literally look at the numbers like that, and you can just count them up, add them up, and they make one singular number, or you can just look at the angel number itself. Literally, spirit is always speaking to us. Look at your phone. You always on that phone. Damn right I am. I make money from it. Spirit speaks to me from it. Why not? Maybe you need to get on it. Get on it. Okay. And stop talking to me. We are literally upgrading. You can tell I got Aquarius placements, huh? Not for real. But okay. So I felt called to actually loop back around to a piece of music that I shared earlier on this channel. And I felt called back around to loop to it because it's very important and it's very significant, because who I'm speaking to, you're overcoming everything. This is your message that you overcame everything, okay? This is your future message that you already overcame it. You already did it. You did it. Despite the odds, despite the obstacles, you did it. 2034. I'll let you do that one. Interact with me a little bit. Well, I had this toy for the longest time. It was a little computer. I wish I could find it. Oh my God. It was like a little shape of something. And it literally, when you open it up, it goes do, 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 or something like that. And it's like, hello, how are you? Choose an activity. And I had it for the longest time that literally, even without being turned on, would literally start playing. I was like, 21 on the time. Oh my God, it was so crazy, but that's what I'm getting. Anyway, this is your future message that you overcame it. You done did it all. That opportunity you wanted, it came through. Everything that you prayed for, it came through. Your wish fulfilled. 11 energy. Your wish has already come true. So this was a song that I wrote, and I felt called to not finish it. It didn't need to. I said, of course I'm not gonna fucking die. You see me locked the fuck in? I've been locked the fuck in every motherfucking day. I've got a mission to fulfill. Let's keep it real, yeah, I came for the feels. Let's cut the deal, unlimited meals. That's my appeal, won't shut the throat with the pills. My fate is sealed, God giving me meals. I'm always fed, never left on red, new me color teal. And I wrote a new song. I also felt called not to finish this one. I wrote it on this phone, typed it on this phone. I usually type stuff out if I'm not writing it. But when I shared it to this one, it was 7:47. Okay. All of these numbers are very significant to your timeline. So whether you feel called to add them up or just look at them as is, they're very significant to your timeline right now, and even communication from your spirit guides on what's next, the good job that you've been doing, your alignment, your elevation, keys into your love life. I'm hearing that for some of you, if you're open to it, and that's why I'm saying for some of you, if you're open to it, you will be receiving channeled messages from the numbers that come through too. As you're reading what the message is connected to you, you'll receive a channeled message that comes through. So trust that message that comes through. There's a reason why I'm being guided to talk to you about numbers and numerology and just like alignment, because there's this very important message, very urgent message that your spirit guides want to come through about you connecting more with them. Looking at everything as a sign. And it's so funny because I had that thought of something I said earlier before I even did this video, where I was like, if somebody comes to me and they're like, damn, you look at everything as a sign, you need to stop doing that or whatever, not to F with them, because that in itself is the sign, and it's something that they don't want you to find out about them. And it's very important that you look into every single sign. And I'm not talking about like in a way where you're just so obsessed, but just noticing, because we are on an energetic plane. You know, this earth is energy. Everything is energy around us. It's really, I'm gonna say it's really stupid to not pay attention to what's going on around you. Everything. I'm talking about the real world, and I'm talking about the energy as well. Everything. It's really, you need to be open to everything. That's a message for me as well. You need to be open to everything around you. Because you are an energetic being. Everything is taken part. I've been feeling very called to do more like fast release and just like face release, and somatic exercises, because everything, ooh, a child's on the way, a spirit child's on the way for some of you. Everything is stored into our body, which is energy. Ooh, I touched my hair. Wash your hair. Wash your hair. Or just do some energy work. You can even make your own spiritual shampoo, or I make shampoo. If y'all want me to open up Lunar Bliss, y'all just say that. Y'all just say that. Because I'm ready. Okay, no, for real. I am such an herbalist at heart. And if I used to create, you know what? Y'all do that. Y'all check my Instagram, Lunar Bliss, and y'all tell me. Okay? I'm gonna do it regardless. I don't really care. But feeling called to say that. Just energy work, or just brushing it off, just brushing, fan. I have some black kyanite. It's shaped like a fan. You can use that for energetic clearing if you feel called to crystals and stones. But there's just something about, all of these things, it lives in our body. And you need to be more aware and more connected with your spirit team, because the unseen has been helping you so much. You have spirit animals, you have animals, pets who have passed on, who are helping you. Okay, you have animals now who are helping you when you pet them, when you give them love. And if you're thinking positive things, if you're thinking about your future, y'all are manifesting together. You have familiars, you have celebrities who have passed on, who are speaking to you, who you share past lives with, who you share connections with, who you share landmarks with. There are ancestors of good character waiting to support, who are already supporting you, and some who are waiting for a green light. I'm hearing waiting for a green light, waiting for you to say that you're comfortable, waiting for you to say that you're ready. There are spirit teams, angels, guides, higher forces, things I can't even mention right now, because I don't even know who are literally helping you right now. And there's just something about you needing to be more connected with every single thing around you, being more grounded, being more present. Because remember, like I said, it's not just being more connected to the energy. Everything is energy. It's being connected to everything around you. And we started this by me, me really living, and you really living. There's something like, you're doing something really big, for real. Period. Yeah, this is going in a whole different way than I thought, and I love it. I love a good surprise, and you're about to experience a good surprise in your life. That's what's coming, for real. 28 on the time. 28 is such a significant number for me. That's also 10 energy, fulfillment, the world, wish fulfillment too. I look at both 11 and 10. Sometimes, wish fulfillment, completion too. Oh, damn. Completion. Didn't I say you already made it? I said you already made it. There's your confirmation. So I wrote this song. And if those of you who understand, you understand. Sometimes the closest people to you be your ops. It be family, it be friends, it be people who have known you for years, for your whole entire life. People who change your diapers, bro, and they hating. They don't want it, bro. People who have seen you go through and they still, bro. They still. And it's so funny. What keeps coming up for me is like those radio FM or something, like ads where it's like those little stories, the little AI stories, and I'm just like, each time it's a channeled message, bro. Each time it's a channeled message. No matter how many times it's like repurposed into a new one or a new plot with the same thing. I don't know. But it's like, it's that plot of someone being born the most powerful being ever and having all of this power, right? But having these ops around them, and then their power being taken from them at this certain age, right? Sound familiar? Their power being taken from them at this certain age, But a promise to return at another certain age, right? That'll be different for everybody. Promising to return at another certain age with the promise that they will come into fulfillment with their divine partner, with their life, with their power, everything. And they will be better. Damn. Burp confirmation for real. Because here's the thing. I felt that one from deep within for real. Because that's the thing. These people know. They know. So it's like you at a very young age knew that you would be the greatest. You for real did. Before anybody put anything on you, you knew you would be the greatest. And at a certain age, people wanted to put certain, ideas into your head, certain situations, right? I'm hearing some people try to take you out for real. For real. And secrets are coming out. Secrets are being exposed. Truth is being revealed. And these people knew. These people knew that you were destined for a reality that, they couldn't even fathom on their greatest day. For real. 31-1-1 on the time. They couldn't ever fathom this for themselves, for real. But they knew that you were meant for so much more, and that angered them. That angered them for real. Because you have past lives with these people where they just did not want to see you rise because they weren't rising. They were jealous. They were envious. That channel message came up to me for the other day about something serious, for real. I really resonate with the Salem witch trials. And I'm saying that for a reason. Some of you also have past lives during that time as well. And some of these people just did not want you to rise, bro. They didn't want you because in these past lives, they weren't allowing themselves to rise. And it's like they are so committed to a lifestyle where they don't rise, where they don't fulfill their greatest reality. They're just like, no, not this timeline. And so they think that that's going to be yours as well. Some of these people destiny swapped or try to. They really try to, because those quotation marks were for the destiny swap, not the try to, by the way, because they trying it. They really tried it. And it's not working. It won't work. And that's why this message is coming out right now at this time. And when you see it, it is the right time. This message will come to you. And I am telling you right now, the second that you come into this message, truth is going to be revealed. And it may be revealed within that same day, 24 hours, or the upcoming days. It is now. Now is the time. Now is the time. Truths are being exposed, for real. But you're coming into a lot of money. You're coming into a lot of money. You're coming into a new home. You're coming into your blessings. You're coming into your love and your fairy tale love and the people that I'm talking to. It is going to be, and some people are so negative, and don't listen to those people. They're like, there's so many of us. How can that happen? Do you understand just that small percentage of what you think is so many of the people in the world? And it wouldn't even fucking matter, because guess what? Everybody goddamn deserves this. Everybody deserves a fairy tale. That's what we're changing. The people who are watching this video, that's what we're changing. Do you understand that? By us tapping into this energy, by us getting everything that we want and what we deserve, we are literally changing the earth so that we can create a new earth off this love frequency. Bro, we are the leaders. And this is a very specific message. We are here to lead these people through experiencing our own. And yes, some of y'all, I'm talking to y'all, and I talked about going out places. I talked about my experiences of going out and just doing, impulsive things within reason, because I listen to my spirit. I don't move unless my spirit team says to move. If I'm thinking about something, I'm gonna ask my spirit team. I go to God about everything, about every single thing, for real. So with that, girl, boy, you're about to make them so mad. They're about to be so mad. With that, I don't even know what the hell I was saying. But you're literally watching this message because you're about to change everything up, and they know that. They know that. They can't stop it. It don't matter if I get interfered. It don't matter if I forget what I was going to say. Because guess what? The message is always going to loop back to what it's supposed to be, 35 on the time. Guess what that is? That's 8. That's the wealth frequency. That's also the love frequency. And the infinity symbol. When I tell you, there's a poem. No, it's a song, poem that I wrote. Kind of a little bit of both. I just love to rap. I love to write songs. Music is very significant for this collective too. And one of the lines in it is, in all these fucking lifetimes, I never lost once. It's a song, yeah. In all these fucking lifetimes, I never lost once. Baby, I got 0 karmic debt. You're not gonna get me. This is my lifetime. This is your lifetime. If you're watching this, this is your lifetime. This is your lifetime to make it. I'm sorry I'm making this face because, and I'm speaking in this tone, it just came out because that's how you're feeling. That's how when I tell you, listen, this is a really future message because you're about to be talking to these people like that. Oh yeah, you're sad. Really? Really? I saw that 11 energy. Yeah, really? Oh, does that hurt? Does it hurt for me? Ooh, I'm getting that Maya Angelou. Does it hurt to see me shine? Does it hurt to see me laugh? Does it hurt to see me not care? Thank God you blew it. Thank God I dodged a bullet. I keep wanting to say I saw the music. Huh. Keep wanting to say I saw the music. Music's very significant, bro. You are getting music channels. Ooh, you're getting music channels, bro. People are portals, and each song you listen to is a portal. Huh. And that don't mean that you gotta be listening to church music all the time, by the way. Everything's built off of intention. So go off of your intention. Gotta crack my back. So I've been carrying these bitches for way too long. Okay. Now, it's almost like there's this energy of wanting to delay me like saying this song. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Damn, let's get right into it. I'm gonna tell you about it after. Let's get right into it. Happy International Siblings Day. For what day? When my own been wearing the mask, they've been playing in my face. So I'm about to raise the stakes. I'm gonna take my daddy's case, and I'm a froggy leap up on my highest motherfucking way. You can play me like a joke. You can lie like it's not smoke, but I'm gonna glow like gold regardless. They'll say I'm ruthless, unprovoked. I am. It's serious. My mind delirious because I believe that I'm the best and my knowledge is infectious. When conversation with me and you gon' master all them lessons, I won't be playing small. I'm sorry you want my fall, but it's God's will to win, so I'm gonna answer all them calls. Got the feline power, but won't be showing you my claws. Be honest, it's your downfall you prayed on. Did y'all hear that? That was freaky. I am literally about to cry. That was so freaky. Like, not cry in fear, but like cry and like release. Like, it's the third eye activating. Literally after I sung that, I don't even know if you heard that, somebody literally from like the next fucking door over screamed no. There's a huge release happening. Like, I'm getting chills all over my body. That's what I'm saying. They did not want that shit to come out. They didn't want that shit to come out. They don't want you to rise. Arguments, yelling, just people trying to control you. what you do, putting in their negative opinion, just their fucking thoughts. Oh my God, that is coming through. And even every single time, no matter what, you're gonna rise. Notice how my mouth was covered, but I was still speaking through. No matter when they try to silence you, I'm literally pinching my throat like they're trying to take your vocal cords. Ariel, Little Mermaid, I literally said that shit like weeks ago. I was like, there's some real Little Mermaid for real. Like they're trying to take your voice. Like they're trying to take your voice, your self-expression. I saw 40, 35. They said add up those numbers, so I was adding up those numbers. It amounts to 3. They're trying to take your self-expression. Whoa. But regardless, you're about to express them. Music really might be significant for this collective. You see how I'm stuttering? Oh, that kind of shook me up a bit. For real, for real. Ain't no lie. Ooh. Did I mention I'm a medium? Hi. 4111. We've been seeing a lot of that, huh? Through every number. Damn. At the top of this deck, scam alert. It's not always just about money, clout, access, reputation. There are many ways to get played. Damn. I gotta shuffle the cards. Let's look at these. We're about to expose these secrets, and I'm sharing all of this because they can't stop you, they can't stop me, they can't stop we. And we can't stop, and we won't stop. Don't run away, don't take nothing from nobody. We can't stop, and we won't stop. I'm finna listen to that after. I'm finna shake some ass after this. Okay. Go out and shake some ass. Go to the club. Go somewhere. Go out. Do something. Go yoga. Experiences that you've always wanted to do since a little kid, but just have never put yourself out somewhere. And I felt called to share the pole dancing class. And even after I shared that, I heard this like thought that wanted to keep me in the same place. Like, you shouldn't have shared that. You shouldn't have shared. No, bitch, share it. Because that experience literally made me cry. Just buying that literally made me cry. And as I was literally crying, and I was doing some mirror work in the mirror, because I often don't watch myself cry at all. But when I watched myself cry in the mirror, it was like I was hearing these thoughts like, I'm so glad that you allowed me to do this and see this, because when I get to watch myself cry, I get to see what each cry is for, you know, through my facial expressions. And like my higher self was just telling me, and she was just like, you know, when you know, do this face, like I can see that you're crying out of gratitude. When you scrunch your eyebrows like that, I can see that you're crying out of release, you know, 43, 44, you know. So it was like, cry with me, feel vulnerable with me, release your guard. And a lot of you are going to just be releasing your guard. You've had this guard up for so long, and it's time for you to allow love in. And I'm not just talking about a relationship. I mean with yourself. I mean with the world. I mean, it's time for you to truly enjoy loving experiences. We told you 4411, that love frequency that you have been tapping into, that you're activating right now, that we're activating with this frequency, with this reading. It's time for you to experience love in all true forms, and you need to go out. You need to do something that scares you. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to do something that shakes up the timeline, that shifts your timeline really quick. You need to do something that you've been called to do, but always felt scared to do. Whether it's because you didn't have anybody with you, or you didn't, you know, what? I stopped caring and asking people to come with me places. You know, when I had an ex-best friend, she ain't never invite me nowhere. She went all over the world, ain't never invite me places. Instead, invited her other friends. For real, for real. I always wanted to go places. When she finally invited me to the beach, was so shocked that I had never been out places, and that was my first time going to the beach. I had every bit looking at for shells because I was literally in the kid, just inner child love frequency. It's something that it's infectious. You can't help it. Ain't nobody was planning to sit there and look at shells. Oh, look what I found. Look what I found. You know what I'm saying? It's this energy of you, regardless of anything, any obstacle, whether it's, oh, this place is really far, I don't want to take this drive, I don't want to take the bus, I don't want to take the train, I don't want to, no, do it at least once, do it. You are guided in every single move, and you are the living, walking embodiment of God. Every single do. You cannot make a wrong choice. And I was talking about how I felt really stupid for the choices that I made, but every single choice that I made led me right here. I inspire people on a daily basis. I have shifted thousands of lives on a daily basis just by being me, just by sharing my truth, by sharing the channeled messages that I receive. So if I hadn't been through those experiences, I wouldn't even be able to relate to you. I wouldn't be able to relate to you. I wouldn't be able to tell you about this. I wouldn't have tapped into this higher source and this higher knowledge when everybody around me was condemning me, just so into breaking me down. I turned to God and was lifted higher. And I wouldn't be able to relate to you on everything, every single experience. I promise you. God damn it, like a bitch has been through it. And do I look like it? Of course not. But I've been through everything underneath the sun. That's why we are allowing ourselves to be free and wild, because you know what? You cannot tame me. You can't tame me. They can't tame you, collective. I was about to say spirit, because you are the walking embodiment of spirit. They can't tame you, spirit. They can't tame you. It's time for you to be free. Do something that scares you. It's time to take that leap. It is time to be free, because your future self is depending on it. Your future self is coming through right now, telling you you already made it. But that change is within you. You are the change that you seek. You can sit there and wish for all of these experiences and all of these divine things. Why is my right leg burning? Because it's time for you to be seen. A fire is being lit. It's time for you to move, bro. When you move, you expand. When you move, you make shit happen. You asking for a move. You asking for something to move. You asking for something to shake. You got to make something shake. So shake that ass. Damn. Do something. Because your future self is coming through and saying that you done already did it. But that change happened through you. It was you who done did it. Your spirit team, you, and this co-creation that you have created. And as they guide you, as you walk forward, as you connect with yourself and this love frequency and this higher source, you are allowing yourself to live and to be fully enthralled by life, allowing life to make love to you as you make love to life and yourself. And that is what you deserve, truthfully. Ooh, hidden agendas. Not everyone's motives are obvious. This connection comes with fine print and a hidden clause. I'm looking at the tattoos here. And you know how he's smiling in his face, right? But the tattoos, when I see that, it's almost like this like-mindedness, right? Like, hey, we got so much alike. And then I felt called to look at this light. But when I looked at it at first, it looked like a yellow exclamation point. Like, look at this likeness, right? Like, hey, even the shirts are the same, right? If he had more hair, you can tell, right? You can tell who's the fake, right? That light is shining over his head, right? Like he notices something's up. Even look at his face, right? Smiling in his face, right? These people tried to play in your face. Even the shirt, like, again, that is direct confirmation of these people trying to destiny swap with you. If he could have everything look like I can bet your ass he finna get his neck tatted. Got a whole sleeve too. If he could look exactly like him, he would. Even the beard, bro. The goatees. The cut. Look at that line. Same place, same place. Not everyone's motives are obvious, right? They look exactly the same. Some of these people, and that's why the truth is being exposed. A truth was exposed about somebody who like came to me and they were like, oh my God, you inspire me so much. You inspire me so much. And it really was exposed that they were really trying to destiny swap with me. And I was like, damn. But they can never be you. They can never be me. Damn. That's pathetic. That's sad. You can't really live your own life, for real? For real? Go live your life. Damn. And I'm speaking to a collective that's really about to be living their life. And that's why these people are so mad. They're so mad because they don't have a life of their own. They're so dedicated to yours and watching you and trying to copy and learn from you. They don't have a life of them. They don't even know how to do it. While you are dedicated to the higher learning in yourself and your self-love and growing, they are just dedicated to just you. And it's really sad and pathetic that they don't want you to rise because they want you to stay in the same place where they can still copy you, right? They want you to stay in the same like confined space. They want you to be in front of them, but again, you're moving. So it's like you're not even, you don't give for real. You see it. So it's like, and Spirit's revealing it to you. I'm being called to like look like underneath this table, like the darkness is being revealed. You saw that little gnat or whatever? Yeah. They've been watching for real. Period. They said, don't knock again because the messages are all about to come up. Well, let me look at the first one in my lap. What did I say? You've been doing the work. Growth is happening behind the scenes, healing patterns, owning truth, and unlearning survival mode. And we talked about living, going out and living. When you do that, you are literally unlearning survival mode. That's what I've been doing too. You're owning your truth. You're healing these patterns. You have been doing the work and literally it's all coming to you. Let's look at this. Double life. Someone's juggling stories, identities, or relationships and hoping no one notices the overlap. Someone's been lying on your name, been saying a lot of things about you, been wearing a very false mask. And you can see here, like it's cracking. But from this light behind, the truth is being revealed. Like it's all coming to light. The divine, there's a divine intervention happening. And the divine is allowing these people to see exactly who is in the right, who is showing the these have been some big ones. Ooh, okay, yep. Two double life, bro. It's being exposed, what I say. Yeah. Ooh, we got invite only. And where I can see it, it's in the reverse, right? These people are not allowed to come where you're going. That's why it's in the reverse. They can't see where you're going. They won't know. Change of number, new scenery, new path, new purse, new bag. Okay, new scenery, new purse, new bag, new everything, new briefcase, new everything, new suit, all of that. They about to see it. You're stepping into your power, your divine power a lot. And these people don't have access to it. I'm being called to look at this one, which is burning bridges. I was doing the duck face. That time period was so cute because, you know, you're just kind of like living life. Like, that was like the period of but first, Let me take a selfie. Like, just not giving like any like F's. Yeah. You're in that series, 54 on the time. It's not about closure. It's about cutting ties. There's nothing more left to be said. There's nothing more left to be done. What is coming out or has already come out when you see this message, right? Like, there's nothing more to take from that. You just gotta move on. Oh, cutting them ties, huh? You just gotta move on. Again, tattoos. So again, tattoos may be really significant here. I might be getting a new tattoo or something, but like, if you got these shades on, or hater blockers, and yeah, it's beyond repair. Whatever connection existed, it's been torched beyond repair. There's nothing left to do besides stunt on their ass, stunt on their ass, stunt on their ass. You finna stunt on these bitches now, what? You finna stunt on these bitches now, what? They thought they wasn't gonna fill your cup and that you wasn't noticing it, but you did it. You done already did it. You are already winning. They can't stop this glow. Yeah, you shining. Hey, yeah, you gleaming. Hey, period. Family Feud. I don't even know if this is gonna be backwards or not, but Family Feud. Sometimes blood is thicker than water, and sometimes it's just thicker with drama, judgment, and silent grudges. But I tell you, some of y'all got past lives with these people, for real. And they hoped that in this life, by becoming a family member, that they were going to be able to stop you from rising by like, and again, oh, some of these people from birth, ooh, whoa. Some of these people from birth, like, they really tried to groom you. Damn, like, they really tried to groom you into a certain person. And they really thought that in this lifetime, they were going to be able to stop you. Because in the past life, here's the thing. Even if they inflicted major pain and judgment and just even may have even took you out for real, it's like you made a promise. You made, ooh, I'm getting a headache. Damn, for real. Okay, yeah. You made a promise to be better, to thrive, to live, to make it in this lifetime, and it's literally happening. And they thought that by being so close to you, and that's why some of these things, these are karmic, right? They didn't want that to come out. Some of these are karmic. Friendships, relationships, bosses, work relationships, co-workers, family. Like, they thought by being close to you in this life that they would be able to stop you. So they thought if they could hold a significant position in your life, again, so that's probably why bosses came up too. They thought that if they could hold some boss has been trying to like, or in the past, tried to get you to like pour all your energy, work your ass off, and then give you shit, bro. They really tried, but they tried to keep you like locked in, like giving you just enough so that you wouldn't leave. And they really did not want you to see your full potential, but also didn't want you in those higher positions and didn't want to pay you what you deserved. And now you're literally about to be paid more than the motherfucking building that they're working in. And it's like these people thought that by taking these significant positions in your life that they were going to be able to stop what you had already destined for you. But that's the thing about destiny. That's the thing about you, is that this thing it's already written in your DNA. It's already written in the Earth's timeline. It's already written in the Earth's core. It's written in the universe. It's written in the stars. Every single thing will always align for you at the right moment. And every single thing is on divine timing for you. And you are always in the right place at the right time, speaking, connecting, making deals, signing contracts with the right people, always. And they thought that being significant in your life, that they would really, I keep having to repeat that. They really thought that by holding, okay, so some of you need, like, this is really important. This is really important because it's a channeled message, and I think that this is shifting something within you, and I think you're about to realize something, and I think this is part of the truth being exposed and revealed. Some of these people thought by taking a significant part in your life that they were going to stop you from fulfilling your destiny. 1:11 on the time, 1 hour and 11 minutes. They thought that they were going to stop you from fulfilling your destiny. So they took positions. Some of them have past lives where they signed contracts together to try to stop you from fulfilling your purpose. And they are very angry. You keep hearing those moans and those groans and those just random yells because they do not want you to have this 135. They don't want you to experience this life. Endings. Okay. 9, right? They don't want you to experience this life in the way that you're meant to. And that's the thing. They can't stop it. No matter how much they try, they can't stop it, because what is meant to come into fruition, it's meant to come into fruition. There is a divine purpose over this earth. If they think that they're going to stop the higher purpose, 101, if they think, this is really ancestral too, if they think that they're going to stop, and that's why, ooh, yeah, you really need to pay attention to your spirit team. If they think that they're going to stop the divine purpose, and I keep being called to say, you got God in you. How you stopping God? What you gonna do to stop God? No matter what force you connecting with, what little hexes or what little thing you doing, what force are you doing to stop God? No matter what, at the end of the day, the divine is always going to be the most high. We literally call it the most high for a reason. All praises to the most high. I've been hustling my whole life. I know the struggle. I know both sides. I'm pro-life. A Londrell. I love that. Okay. Yeah. 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 If I pause in the middle of what I needed to say, it's because you heard what you needed to say. Pulling strings, it's not what you know, it's who you can control. Someone is orchestrating the situation to make sure they stay on top. What did I just say? What did I literally just say? Ain't nothing else to say. Because I'm looking at this card that we have here, and I almost want to save it to the end. But you know what? Why? Why would I save it to the end? I don't need to, because it's happening now. Living large. That's why it's on top right here where it's at. It's meant to be right here, exactly right here, because now is the time. Luxury is the new baseline. They're not just dabbling in wealth, they're dwelling in it, and that's you. Damn. This pause for a minute, 103.03. I'm gonna say that again. Living large. Luxury is the new baseline. They're not just dabbling in wealth, they're dwelling in it. I got 20% battery, who cares? Okay, we're gonna make it every single time. You are living large. This is meant for you. It was right here where it was meant to be, because you are already 222. I'm not seeing a 222, I'm just seeing it in my head. You are in alignment. I'm putting this under my nose. I'm right on point, huh? I got a bouncy nose. You are in alignment. You're right where you need to be. Ooh, sober life. Damn. With no distractions or substances to blur the view. Ooh. I had such a big release in my root chakra right now. Damn, that cracked so good. Yeah. With no distractions or substances to blur. Ooh. You notice how I just slouched for a minute because I can finally relax. Damn. With no distractions or substances to blur the view. What's real is finally visible. From here, better choices are possible. Yeah, there's this huge relief. I just feel called to like slouch over right now. Like, I don't have to sit up. I'm comfortable, damn. Yeah, I just watched that new teacher. The teacher reading, she was talking about that song, Beyonce. So I am running, 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 running. And running from myself no more. I'm ready to face it all. If I lose myself, I lose it all. If I lose myself, I lose it all. I'm about to listen to that too. You haven't lost yourself. No matter what you've been through, you haven't lost yourself. Instead, you've been finding yourself, and you are the true alchemist every single time. Now you're coming back to yourself. It's time to come back to yourself. It's that merging of the inner child and the inner teenager and the adult in you. And it's no matter what age you are, and it's all coming into fruition. No matter what timeline you are on, take your time. It's a marathon, not a race. Who in my way? Nobody. Who could take my place? Nobody. Who got something to say? Everybody. Who gonna say it to my face? Nobody. Who gonna take the chase for me, right? My bills late, and who gonna pay them for me? How I know? Because I was down bad and ain't see nobody. When he made me, he made a beats with nobody outgrind me. When I catch a blessing standing by me. For real. Yeah. I'm looking at these two together. I didn't even notice that I picked up these two cards together. But I'm looking at these two together like this. And I think it's because literally you've had to walk this path of being on your own for a while. You've had to walk this path of being misunderstood by reality. I don't even feel called to read what's down here. You've walked this path of being alone, facing it alone, doing it alone, having to do things for yourself, having to be misunderstood by reality, and just wanting people who truly understood you, who truly knew you, who truly loved you for who you are, who truly saw you. And these people saw you, but they didn't want other people to see you. And they tried to keep you hidden. And it's time for you to be visible. And so you were literally coming into people who you can trust. People you can trust. Soul tribe, it's soulmate energy. And soulmate is not just romantic, it's also platonic as well. So there's a lot of soul tribe energy coming in here where you're finally being supported with people that you can trust. And the reason why, if you've had to be in this like hermit mode, 747, we saw that on the phone. But the reason why, if you've had to be in like survival mode, or if you've had to be in hermit mode, I wasn't meant to sing survival mode, but that came out, so that's important. If you've been in hermit mode for a while and you had to be, the reason why is because God needed to, I suddenly can't speak English, lol. God needed you to kind of be alone without, and that's what we're saying, like with no distractions. Like God needed you to tap into God, right? God needed you to sit with God. God needed you to sit with your spirit team. God needed you to learn this divine love for yourself. And maybe that's why I felt called to say, like, even if you ain't got nobody to go out with, like if that has been something that has held you back, like still do it alone. Do it alone, because that's the thing. You are the party. They gonna gravitate to you, for real. The party don't start till I walk in. It's giving that energy. It's giving that I don't give a hot hootin' nanny damn energy. God needed to kind of place you where you needed to have no distractions, truthfully. And that's the thing. Like sometimes these people are coming in, they're trying to form a contract with you because they want to distract you because you're right on the mark. So if you are in like a hermit mode, or you're feeling called to protect yourself, like, listen to that intuition. Does that sound contradicting to what I said earlier about going out? Hermit mode doesn't necessarily mean you don't go out. It doesn't really necessarily mean that you're hiding yourself from the world, but it does mean that you're protecting your energy too. Yeah. Alignment. You are protecting your energy. And you will be protected, so. That energy, I've been in this energy too. You may relate. This energy of, please don't F with me. Don't. I'm sorry, I don't have access for you. I don't have time for you. Actually, I don't. I got time for myself though. I'm in this energy though. And it's not necessarily closing yourself off to love, but just protecting. Because I'm open. I'm open to all of it. But I'm open to the right. I'm open to alignment. I'm not in that period. Ooh, and maybe that's why we keep bringing up that too. I used to be in this period of just going out, just wanting everybody to go out with, wanting, you know, to hang out with people, wanting to experience, you know, things with people and all this. And I just don't need a crowd. Really, I don't. Because again, the party comes to me. It's this energy of like, not really, like I'm protected, right? So if you're coming into alignment with me, it's because you're meant to come into alignment with me. We're not doing that. We're not doing those games no more. We're not doing those games. You're just a game boy. I ain't thinking about you. Not thinking about you. Loving you's a game boy. Yeah, maybe I ain't playing those games no more. Ooh, 1-1-1. 1-1 on the time. Damn. Yeah, we ain't playing those games no more. You're coming into a lot of people that you can trust though. However a lot looks to you. Honestly, it doesn't even have to be like a number on it, but you're coming into people that you can trust. Soul tribe, soulmate energy. New environments too. There's almost like this leaving energy to this. Why am I getting like this, that Hannah Montana, yeah, I'm getting that energy, like, almost like he's looking at this for the last time. I'm kind of getting that energy right now and stepping into a new environment that actually thrives with him. Look into astrocartography for real too. You are the environment. Damn. Getting certain headaches for real. Yeah. Drink some water too. Gossip is currency, and someone just cashed in. When the tea's this hot, you better believe it's being passed around. Right? What did we tell you? Dirty laundry. As long as our dirty laundry is being aired out. Didn't I say that they were gonna like find out that you were like in the right? You've reached a boiling point. Maybe that's why I just talked about reaching that energy of let's not play these games no more. You've reached your boiling point. It's time for things to come to a head. It's time for things to stop. It's time for you to receive the life that you deserve. It's time for you to be happy. And as you're being happy, as you continue to focus on yourself, it's like these people's dirty laundry are being aired out because it's like they're the ones being obsessed. Why are you so obsessed with me? Like they're being so obsessed with you. They're the ones being obsessed, and people are around them are literally figuring that out. Figuring out, and through you being your most authentic self, they can tell you're the blueprint. Like they can tell that for real. So I call it to look at this blue butterfly on my nail. Butterflies could be significant. Monarch butterflies could be significant. You might be seeing butterflies lately too. Or butterflies might come up as a sign, as confirmation. Live and learn. Mistakes were made. When I first read this, my mind read it as live. Live shows, live music, going live. Broadcasting, billboards, TV, being seen, being visible, famous energy, celebrity energy. Even the light between cities, city lights, new lives, city living, luxury living. Mistakes were made, but what matters is what's being done differently now. That's what I said. Do something different. Do something that scares you, yeah. And again, tattoos, significant. Gold digger. She take my money. We're nominated. Yeah. He's driving. Indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger. Why? Glee may be significant too. Because I'm thinking about Mercedes. I'm thinking about Mercedes, bro. Oh, I love me some Amber Riley. Cracking all the bones right now. It's good, think about Glee, Mercedes. I see in this card. Like, they don't see you shine regardless. They wanted you in the shadows. This gold digger energy, it's like they wanted to take all of your energy. Like, they wanted to keep you hidden. Some of these people may have been taking money from you, may have been stealing from you. Like, they wanted to take your money. And it's like, it's in the energy too. Remember, we talked about everything being energy. Like, they wanted to take your energy. And it's like, they didn't want you to see who you really were. And they didn't want you to see that you were the gold, right? Because if they're a gold digger, right, no matter what, burp, oof, your confirmation, no matter what amount of money you got in your bank account, they're a gold digger. They're trying to take your energy. It's because you're rich, right? You are the wealth you seek. It's because you're rich. I'm being called, they wouldn't rob an empty house. Robbers don't rob an empty house. They didn't want you to see what they were really doing that shit for. And so, yeah, Mercedes timeline. Like, it's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. Remember, if you've watched Glee, like, there's a point where she stopped being insecure about herself, about her body, about the way that she looked or the way that she showed up, because she started allowing herself to be that strong and powerful Black woman. She started allowing herself to be herself and to shine brightly and bold. She said, you know what? Why can't I have the solos? The hell? Why can't I have the solos? I shine brighter than everybody in this room. My voice is more powerful. You're sitting here jealous of me. I shine bright. There's room. There's space, because I don't even got the same goals that you got, right? Right? Because Rachel wanted to be on Broadway. She wanted to be on Broadway and stuff like that. Mercedes wanted to sell out stadiums. So there's absolutely, in that timeline, kind of no reason for Rachel to be jealous of Mercedes, because they weren't even on the same path. They weren't even on the same timeline. They weren't going to the same places. There was no need for that. They could have both like shone brightly. Mr. She was weird, low key, because he ain't want her to shine for real. And then they got mad when she didn't want to do it. Like, bit tired. She's tired. She been carrying y'all on her back all this time. Hello? Damn. Why y'all trying to make her do all this stuff? Just let her voice shine. She don't need to do no dance moves. She don't got to do all that. Just let her voice shine and she'll sell out those stadiums. The hell? Every single time. That song was not a song unless they had her at the end or in the middle or and go, ah! So they needed, and she realized, like, it was her time to shine. Okay? It was her time to shine. So you're stepping into that period where you realize that you are the gold, because they would not rob an empty house. They wouldn't be digging for gold if there wasn't no gold. Their metal detectors done went off. Metal detector done broke going off. They know you the gold. And so you are realizing that about yourself now, and you are allowing yourself to be seen, visible. Yeah, I'm speaking to creators. I'm speaking to people who are about to be seen, people who are businesses, writers, people who are about to be seen, like, publicly. I'm really speaking to people who got something. I heard something to prove, but really ain't got something to prove for real. But you got something to show. It's show and tell in these motherfuckers. Show and tell. Toxic ties. This isn't a victim-villain story. It's a messy entanglement where both sides are contributing to the destruction. And that's the thing. You cut that off. You cut that off. So you're, like, in this period where you're, like, literally, if you haven't already, done cut these people off. Then cut these energies off, because there's no point. And there was no point in feeding that into that energy. Like, you realize where your energy was lacking, again with the gold digger card. Like, you realize that you were the gold. And cutting these toxic ties off, it's not even just about cutting them to people. Like, you cut off the toxic ties of energies, of keeping energies attached to you, of worrying about your appearance or the way that you show up or what you do for a living or what you want to do, your dreams, your aspirations, your goals, your reality. It's like you cut all of that off so that you could truly live and be yourself. And it's like, it was literally, it's all coming to a head. Yeah. Bitch, get the fuck away from me, bro. And that shit landed on my throat, bitch. Get away. Bye. Throwing shade. Shade doesn't always look like aggression. It hides in backhand, praise, tone, and just joking energy. Didn't I just see that on the teacher reading? She said JK. I realized that about my family too all the time. Tattoos again. All the time they would be like, JK, JK. Like, no, you're not just joking. And there was this time that I was walking in school, and I was walking through the hallway, and I was laughing with my ex-friends. Ain't no shade there, as far as I know anyway. I'm not sending no hate to this man. I always wish him the best. But I was walking with my ex-best friend, and we were laughing up a storm. And then I remember we passed by this boy who always had like this reputation or whatever. And we were walking down the hallway. We heard very loudly, "What's funny?" I was like, we looked at each other like, yeah, like I'm hearing that. I don't even know why I got there. And maybe that's why, right? There is no joke. It's serious now. You serious? Didn't I say that in my song? Like, I am. It's serious. It's mine. Delirious. Because I know that I'm the best. And I know that my knowledge is infectious. It's serious now. It's real serious. You got something. Maybe that's why that something to prove keeps popping up. It's almost like you got something to prove. That's how you moving, right? But it really, it's like maybe to yourself. You have something to prove to yourself. It's not to other people. That's not the energy I'm getting. It's like, it's time for you to, vision boards may be significant. It's time for you to make whatever's happening on your vision board happen. And you got to do it. You got to do it. 22, 27, and 28. Vision's changing, both on your internal and your external. You're seeing clearly now. It's time. Yeah, we have this back together energy. What is this? The honeymoon round 2 has begun, but the real tea is in how long it will last. Oh, didn't I get a channeled message earlier? I got a channeled message earlier before this reading, where relationships are being broken up. Because of you, low-key, high-key, because of you. Tattoos again. So these people may have tattoos, this couple. Anyways. It's not gonna last, yeah. That's what I'm saying, like something's coming to a head. That's why I said these people are obsessed with you, and like you're living your best life, and it's about to like come to light. Like they were lying on your name, and these people who tried to destiny swap. So I didn't want to say that earlier because I didn't know if that was for everybody, but some people tried to destiny swap like your love life or your person, and they thought like it's just not gonna last. Like that's why the relationships are breaking up, because of you. It's not at all homewrecker energy. It's literally that you're living your best life, and these people are obsessed with you, and you living your greatest life, you tapping into that love frequency. You're so magnetic, you know, no matter what gender you are, you're so magnetic. You tapping into that love frequency, and it's like you have to break up these relationships. They have to, because people can't stop looking at you. People can't stop watching your shit. They can't stop looking at you. They can't stop wondering, you know, what things would be like with you, or if they made the wrong decision, and yeah, they did, whether you 24, 44, and 24, 42. So whether you do with that what you will, but it's like these relationships are being broken up. A lot of things are being revealed. A lot of things are happening. Like you may end up seeing it. You're going to be protected through all of it, but a lot of things are coming through because it cannot be hidden anymore. And then the last message that we had, and the reason why I gave you that face, like the look at The Office, was because I said this shit. But expecting, but of course it's also new ideas, new realities forming as well. You know, when you give birth as a woman, you're giving life to something. So it's like you're giving new life to your life. You're giving new life to yourself, and you deserve it. So a new life is forming, ready or not. This changes the vibe, the stakes, and the whole storyline. Didn't I say stakes in my song? Yeah. Let me look at it again. 9:29 on the time. Damn. 7:47, yeah. Happy International Siblings Day. For what day? When my own been wearing the mask. They've been playing in my face, so I'm about to raise the stakes. I'ma take my daddy's case, and I'ma froggy leap up on my highest motherfucking way. You can play me like a joke. You can lie like it's a smoke, but I'ma glow like gold regardless. They'll say I'm ruthless, unprovoked. I am. It's serious. My mind delirious, cause I believe that I'm the best and my knowledge is infectious. When conversation with me and you gon' master all them lessons. I won't be playing small. I'm sorry you want my fall, but it's God's will to win, so I'ma answer all them calls. Got the feline power, but won't be showing you my claws. Be honest, it's your downfall you prayed on. No interference that time, huh? I think I'm gonna end it right there. Huh? Hold on. Where's those cards? Hold on. Let me just get one last message. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Solar plexus activation. What y'all eating? What y'all got? I felt called to look at my birthmark. I have 3 of them, but my most prominent one is the one that is a seahorse on my leg. And for the longest time, I knew it was a male seahorse because it's pregnant. I also, on my foot, on my right foot, I have veins that connect in the shape of a diamond. Bag secured, achieving goals, mission accomplished, financial stability, got it locked. Oh, stomach's starting to hurt, yeah. Solar plexus activation. And yeah, I feel like I need to pass gas right now, so root chakra activation as well. Didn't we just say bag secured? Right as I said that, 2818 on the time. 8 frequency. Crossroads. Decision needs to be made and it's yours. It's the one that you're making about taking that leap of faith. That's what it is. It's about you just making a decision. Now, the leap of faith doesn't always mean like a large thing. It's also in your very, your most micro decisions, your moves, every single move that you make. And that's probably why Spirit was asking you to pay attention to everything, because in every micro move that you make, it is literally creating your new reality too. So remember that manifestation is not just your thoughts and the subliminals and everything. It's also the actions that you take along with it. So posting, showing up, deciding to go out somewhere, buying a ticket to something, even if it's to something nearby or close, deciding to do something new, deciding to switch up your reality in any way. All of those micro decisions do add up to the universe, and they're taking that in and listening to that frequency to bring you more of what you truly want and what you truly desire. And again, with the thing about movement, I have a Scorpio Venus in the ninth house, in the 9H. And the thing about that, if anybody has that placement as well, or if anybody has like 9th house placements, even in just like in your Venus chart, like in your Venus movement is very significant, because that's exactly what brings you what you want and what you desire. And that's why I also talked about you being in the right place at the right time, talking with the right people, signing contracts, meeting the right people, connecting, having conversations, all of those. Because when you do that, you are literally opening up those opportunities. So if you're looking for that movement, if you're looking for those opportunities, it is in those micro movements. Even just simply going out for a walk, just getting some fresh air, going to the park, things like that. Even if you don't end up having a conversation with somebody, you'll see little signs, synchronicities, you'll feel something, you'll end up opening the pathway for certain things to happen, for certain things to fall into place. And so that's very significant right now. And it's funny because it literally says important choices, life-changing decisions, choose wisely, your next step matters. So step, your feet, move your feet. There's something about your feet. You gotta move your feet, baby. Move your feet, baby, okay? Breadcrumbing. But yeah, you're not taking this in the reverse, but I didn't mean to say that. Giving minimal attention, keeping options open, vague promises, never committing fully. There are people who want to breadcrumb you in your life, and you're not going to take that. You're not going to take that. And that's why your every decision matters, because each step that you take is literally signaling to the universe that you're no longer accepting these breadcrumbs in your life. Situational single, what did we talk about too? Temporary loneliness, choosing solitude, waiting for better, not settling because you know what you deserve now. There's a channeled message that I had received directly from God, and God was telling me, because I was having a conversation with God, and I was like, bro, like every single time I like mess with somebody, like that just turns me all the way off. It turns me all the way off, because I end up not wanting to F with anybody else after that, right? And God was saying, like, I don't want to, I think it was on this phone, actually. I got two phones, one for the plug, one for, okay, but God was telling me, I don't want to spoil your appetite. So yeah, and now I'm being called to that video. If you've seen it, it was a very viral video on Instagram, and I'm gonna have to go back to it. She's a German beautiful lady, and she's talking, she likes to use like a physical representation so that you can see the ways in which the universe works. And she has this video where it's like a restaurant, because the universe is a restaurant, and is literally listening to your orders and everything. And she made this video about the universe listening in. Where was I getting with that? Oh, okay, yes. And she was ordering food, and she's like, damn, I want that. That looks delicious, right? And when she finally makes the decision to order what she wants and stick with it, the waitress or the waiter asks, okay, would you still like this plate of spaghetti or whatever it was that she had? She was like, he said, would you still like this plate, you know, while you wait for your meal to come out? She looked over at, you know, the other person, her, right? And she turned back. She said, no, thank you. I'm fine, right? And even though she was hungry, she was like, damn, I'm kind of hungry. Are you sure I shouldn't have taken that plate? She's like, no. Right? You want to show the universe that you're serious about what you want. All right? And so she was like, instead of feeling like you're waiting, instead of focusing on the hunger, focus on how you'll feel, you know, focus on other things, you know. What kind of dessert are you going to have? You know, what kind of drink are you going to have with your meal? You know, and she started thinking about stuff like, she's like, you know, I think I'll have, you know, a nice piece, like a chocolate muffin with a cup of coffee after. Yeah, that sounds nice. And right as she does that, they bring her meal out. She's like, oh, that was quicker than I thought. Because you're so focused on yourself and the beauty that comes next, you know, not necessarily in this waiting period, but in this thriving period, this living period. And maybe that's why that's so significant and why you do need to do something different, because that love is coming in, and that life that you want is coming in, and you're meant to meet certain people along your way of doing this. And it's like, as you focus on this love and the love frequency, and you're tapping into all of this and just feeling it in all forms, and allowing yourself to really experience what you may have always wanted but never went after, what comes to you ends up being much quicker. You're like, oh, damn, I was kind of enjoying, you know, doing this, being single, or, you know, doing this because I loved what was happening. Wow. That's great. Thank you. That's what's coming. Payback. Consequences returning. Karma cycle. What goes around. Times to settle accounts. That song from Schoolgirls has popped up. I think that one was it directed or something, or created by Nick Cannon or something like that. So it's Schoolgirls with a Y. It's like a movie, and I love that movie. Yeah. That brought back a thing. That actually brought back an experience, because I made like this little dance with this girl, and she used to be my friend back then. And I just remember, like, I thought it's cool. And it was like, my mom always brought that up, or she always used to bring that up, because it was like, I went there with long hair, and then after sleeping over her house, like, I came back with short hair. And she was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Okay, but that song where it's like, you wanna get what you ask for, you know that, right? So don't dish it, cause I'll throw it back like dynamite. You better watch where you step in, cause girl, with me you can't win. There's no need to compete, and you know that, right? And they're like, what goes around comes around, girl. What goes around comes around, girl. Cause if you try to give me love, then I'ma get you back. But you're not even gonna have to do anything, because Spirit got you. Time to settle accounts. Your karmic payback is coming. And I kept looking at this poker face in reverse, and I feel like it's because these people like tried to hide their hand at you. Like, tried to hide their hand at you, what? They like tried to hide their hand. Like, they tried to hide what they had going on, but it's like in the reverse, because it's just about to come to light. Like, you're about to see everything. Like, if it hasn't already, if certain things hasn't already, there's probably even more. And why I'm saying this, because you're about to see, like, somebody's about to show their whole ass. Like, that's just period, point blank. Get one more. Okay. Oh, you're not sugarcoating shit no more. You're not sugarcoating yourself. You're not sugarcoating what you want. You're not sugarcoating your desires. And as a result, the universe isn't going to sugarcoat anything with you. You're not going to be dealing with people who want to breadcrumb you, or people who want to act like they're your soulmate but aren't really, because they're just there to distract you. Like, no, because you're not sugarcoating yourself, what you want, what you desire, and who you're meant to be, the universe isn't sugarcoating shit with you. You're getting what you want, what you ask for. Okay, no, you don't want this. No, you don't. What you asked for, you gonna get, because you paid for it, didn't you? You living, aren't you? So you paid for it. That money you asked for, that house. I feel really called to say that each time, like, oh, wow. All of that, you pay, you're living, aren't you? So you pay for it. You pay for it. It's yours. Booked busy. Booked busy. You're about to be booked and busy. No time to waste. Success. Damn. 10%. 10. What'd I say? Book busy. Success on the calendar, bro. Yeah. Meeting, appointment, club, another club. Like, it's given that, like, yeah. You're not just booked and busy. Like if you think this is something regular, get off this. You should have been got off this because this wasn't your message. You wasn't regular. We been knew that. So this is you living. This is you living. This is you being booked with the clients, the calls, the success. Success is literally on the calendar. And that's what I mean by you're tapping into that 777 frequency and that love frequency, because everything, it is the divine wish fulfillment. It is completion. It is a fulfilled life that you have been waiting for. Yeah, I'm hungry after the end of this message. And, but that's fine, because the last one we have, let's loop back around to, yeah, you are going to be singing. The one that you got now, bounce back. Looping right back around to what it's meant to. Resilience after setbacks, recovering quickly, determination to rise again. Can't keep me down. That song popped up in my head by Marina. You can pay me any color and I can be your clown. But you won't have my number. Yeah, you can't pin me down. Yeah, you can't pin me down. I love Marina. It's so funny because even back then, when I used to listen to her back then, like 2013, what she was singing about was literally my life. And then now, as she's literally, yeah, I'm a butterfly. You just never see my wings. I'm already high. Watch my life go bling, bling. So, yeah, even right now, like the music she's singing, it's like literally my life. I love that. That's what I mean. You do have celebrities on who have passed, who you share a connection with, and they're helping you with this right now. You're going to be seen, you're going to be visible, and the things that you want is coming to you. 41, 44 at the time. It already happened. That's it. That's the message. Because you're about to have a standing ovation. Congratulations, baby. And thank you for listening. Bye. Oh, wait. My website, Spell Coded. You can go ahead and go on there now. Again, like I started, I don't do readings. I shift timelines. So let's not do readings. We're going to shift timelines and identities. So I have my quantum sessions available. Okay, I will be offering in-person quantum sessions as well. US only right now. I will be traveling. Ooh, yeah. So if you're interested in a quantum session, go ahead and look at my website, Spell Coded. I will be dropping the links below. I have my other products in there, but you'll know what you feel called to and what you feel aligned to. I don't even gotta say nothing. If you feel called, if you feel aligned, you're gonna go to that website. You know what I do. I'm not gonna say nothing. Like, you know what I do. You know what you feel. You know what's real. So if you feel called, go ahead and go to Spell Coded. Get a quantum session. Don't do what you want. Get a product. Get a custom subliminal. I always put spells in my subliminals, and each time I listen to them back, oh my God, baby, I'll be changing my own life. For real, for real. That's part of my spell. That's what I do. That is my power. So I use that for you too. I always use it for good and for the good of all and harm to none. So that's what we do, baby. If you're interested in that, go take a look. I will drop the links down below. If you're feeling called, you will already know. If not, maybe we're just not aligned. Maybe not at this time, maybe later, who knows, but you'll know. You'll know. Come on over if you're ready to experience your highest fucking timeline, because you done already did it, babe. Let's just integrate it. Thank you for listening. 1:44 on the time. So clearly, like I said, I've been speaking to the chosen ones, and that is your confirmation. 11 energy. Bye.